You guys, A Jazzman's Blues just came out. Wait till you hear my review. Another movie review. Now, I know I'm taking some pretty long breaks in between, up to 10 to 14 days, sometimes 2 weeks. And the reason why is because why ask why? No, the reason why is because I really haven't seen anything that I wanted to review on. Anything. I just don't want to get up here. The movie bad. Don't see it. I want to give you reasons why the movie is bad. So I wasn't quite sure of what to see, and that's why I've been taking breaks in between, because I want to make sure that I'm not getting burnt out with watching movies to where my reviews aren't authentic, or I'm just trying to be in a stick in the mud, like, oh no, look, that shows my age, a stick in the mud. No, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer all the time. You know, with me, it's either a 0 or it's a 10. You know, I want to be able to give you guys an honest and authentic review. So that's why I've been waiting so long in between. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this movie, which is A Jazzman's Blues, that came out this past Friday. It is a new Tyler Perry movie that is streaming on Netflix. But before I get started, you guys know the drill. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. So you cannot go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you like this review, and go ahead and hit subscribe so you never miss any of my reviews. Now, you guys, at first, I did not want to see this Tyler Perry movie. No, I did not. Because when you think of Tyler Perry, what's the first thing pop in your mind? Madea. Yes, I think Madea. I think bad wigs. Those are the things that I think of when I think of Tyler Perry. So, of course, I kind of was skeptical. What's this going to be about? But when I seen the trailer for it, it made me intrigued. I was like, what is this going to be about? And then you take me to the Jim Crow era, which is the era in the South where, you know, black people weren't able to own things. They weren't able to sit in the front of the bus. They weren't able to sit, you know, at dining counters. It was so many things that we were unable to do. I was curious of how he was going to do this movie. Now, it's getting kind of hot in here because I didn't have enough light. I had to open the door, and I live in California, and it is blazing today. It's almost 100. But anyway, so when I saw this movie, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I really am going to give it a chance, and I'm happy that I did. It was touching to me. It was compelling. You know, it's parts that's gritty, that's raw, and that's the part of Tyler Perry that I was really, really happy to see. This movie is like A Color Purple mixed with The Notebook. Now, The Notebook, you guys know, is that movie with Ryan Gosling, that tremendous love story that stands the test of time, even though later she gets her memory. But anyway, that stood the test of time. That is what this movie is about. It's about Bayou, that's played by Joshua Boone, who's in love with Leanne. And Leanne is played by something Phiffer. And she is just, the thing about her, I thought she actually was a white woman playing this role, but she's actually African. She's from Zimbabwe. So, we can't judge because of the color of the skin. So anyway, yes, so it's them two, they're in love, but you know, her mother wants her to pass for white. You have Bayou, who's living in a house where his brother is more fair-skinned, so his dad favors him. You have a mother involved that would do anything for her kids, and you know how us black mothers are, or people of color, all mothers are. We'll do something for our kid. We do not play when it comes to our kids, and that's how she was. She was a true rider, is what you call it. She was a rider. She did not play any games. So as the movie goes on, you just start to see how the things in their lifestyles are affecting their love, how they're not able to be together. You see Bayou, it's like a coming of age for him, but he can't keep his mind off of Leanne, wondering what happened to her. And it's not like today where you can just Google search somebody, you know, or look on Facebook or look on Instagram, or no. the way they did it back then, you would have to send a letter. And the way he did it, he sent a letter every week to everyone with her last name. I mean, come on, who does? I don't even think Oh Boy in the Notebook did that, but he did that because he wanted to know what happened to her. She moved away. There's no telephones. Well, it's no. I don't believe it's no telephone. Okay, yes, it's telephones. I had to remember because some things it was like, wait a minute, did they have that? Okay, yes, they had that. But yes, and he can't keep his mind out for her. So no matter what's going on, the dynamics with him and his brother get worse, or the family situation gets worse with both of them. They can't stop thinking about one another. And that's what I loved about this movie. It was touching. It touched my heart. You know, just like Dear Evan Hansen. You know, I could barely get through that review because I was steady crying about Dear Evan Hansen. And this movie will have you crying. I mean, if you got a heart that pumps blood, you're gonna definitely shed a tear at least one time in this movie. You do not see Medea. You do not see all those other people. You see a movie that is meant to also educate you, and a movie that's meant to touch you and also show you another side of living back in that time. Because everything, yes, is bad, but they made the best of it. And that's what it reminds me of Color Purple. When you would see happy times with them, you know, when they would have like the juke joint, or it's called Suge's Place. She had a juke joint, and you did hear them sing the music. Now that takes me to another part. I felt the music did go a little bit long. I'm not a jazz person. I'm not into the scat, that is fine, but it was to show you that sometimes music can take you away from the troubles of your life. It can take you into another place, and that's what I really loved about it. Because at first I was like, okay, here we go, it's a musical. No, it's not a musical, but it does have scenes where they're singing. But it's just to show you that sometimes you need music to take you away, like I just said. So with that being said, that is only a small negative to all the positive that I just told you about this movie. This movie, of course, is going to be a 10 for me, a 10 plus to me, because I think it is informative. I think it is heart-wrenching. I think it is real, and I think it is something that people of color should see, but all people across the board should see something like this, because that's what's wrong sometimes with America. We can't see what other people's side of the story is. We can't understand why people like this person or this person. It's not up to us to try to figure out why somebody loves somebody or likes somebody. It's up to us to just accept it, and that's the way life is. So, with that being said, I'll see you next time.